Welcome to grade 6 social studies. Our topic is social and cultural activities of Zambia, and our lesson is cultural ceremonies. I, your teacher, Luhanga Chikondi. After the lesson, you should be able to state the number of ethnic groups of Zambia, discuss cultural ceremonies, and state who performs them. And then lastly, you identify some chiefs of Zambia. On our introduction, we are saying Zambia has a rich background and history. Its cultural ceremonies are a reflection of this and a celebration of Zambian tradition. These ceremonies celebrate the customs, social life, rituals, oral history, material, and spiritual culture of the people. Experts can identify at least 16 major cultural groupings and more than 72 different tribes in the country. We are saying we have about 72 different tribes or ethnic groups in the country of Zambia. There are more than 20 annual tradition ceremonies in Zambia displaying customs, social life, rituals, oral history, material, and spiritual culture. So every year we have about 20 traditional ceremonies performing. Now, we need to now look at some traditional ceremonies that are performed in Zambia. The first one is Kuomboka ceremony. This ceremony is performed by the Lozi people in Western Province. Now, we are saying Kuomboka, a word in the Lozi language that means to get out of water. This is one of the Zambians' most popular ceremonies, and it takes place at the end of the rain season when the Upper Zambezi River floods the plains of the Western Province. This ceremony celebrates the move of the Litunga, king of the Lozi. So we have the Litunga here, who is the king of Lozi people, from his compound at Lealui in the Balotse floodplain of the Zambezi River to the Limulunga on the higher ground. It is preceded by the heavy drumming of the royal Maoma drums. So we have the Maoma drums. The royal drumming is Maoma drums, which echo around the royal capital the day before Kuomboka, announcing the event. The Litunga is ferried in the royal barge, or is moved. Here it means is moved in the royal barge known as Nalikwanda. So the royal barge is called Nalikwanda. The performance and the weaving of various paddling styles, dances, songs, colorful scenes, dressing styles, cultural and traditional homage, and the multitude of tourist population ceremony as a major water festival globally. So now this is we have seen the Nalikwanda here. The royal barge is Nalikwanda with an elephant there. That's where the King Litunga is moved as they paid to another land. So this is what is happening here. We have seen what is happening here. Okay, so here they are pedaling. Okay, they are pedaling here. They are pedaling. So the other one is the Nchwala ceremony by the Ngoni people in the eastern province of Zambia. So the Ngoni people are on offshoot of the Zulus. They left South Africa many years ago and moved into what is known is now the country of Zambia. The Nchwala is a traditional ritual ceremony which the Ngoni use to thank God for the good harvest in their land. They also celebrate the many wars and battles they fought and won as they moved from South Africa. 2 days before the ceremony, their paramount chief Mpezeni shifts from his palace called Ependukeni to Mutenguleni. Ependukeni to Mutenguleni. Okay, sorry that pronunciation. Ependukeni to Mutenguleni. The town of Chipata, capital city of Eastern Province, always comes to a standstill every year when the chief is escorted to Mutenguleni by the Ngoni warriors, dressed in Ngoni wear called view. Chief Mpezeni is driven in a slow-moving open vehicle and can be seen waving to the curious crowd as the convoy makes its way to Mutenguleni. This ceremony offers a rare opportunity for the Ngoni people to dance freely with their paramount chief Mpezeni. The main highlights of the ceremony is when the Ngoni warriors slaughter a black bull in the main arena with spears and save the chief with fresh blood. The chief has to drink the fresh blood. The king drinks, the chief Mpezeni has to drink the fresh blood. Okay, so now here these are the pictures of the Nchwara ceremony. We can see they are dressed in warrior gear. That is the chief Mpezeni leading the ceremony there. Then we have the Shimunenga ceremony of the Tonga people in southern province of Zambia. A ceremony for the Baila people of Mala. This ceremony is celebrated on the weekend of the full moon in October or November. The Shimunenga is considered to be a divine being to be approached when the crops need a blessing. The cattle are to be taken to the plains or when a murder is committed. At this ceremony, people pay respect to their ancestors at an ancient shrine. The ceremony also culminates in the showing of cattle wealth. It is a time for the people to thank their God for providing for them over the period which has just passed. Early in the morning of the first day, people gather at the shrine of Shimunenga, where traditional songs are chanted. Vaimba. There is also a cultural march past of women and girls in traditional attire, after which people are treated to performance by the traditional dancers. They watch now the dancers. On the following morning, the drum is sounded and animals are taken to the river, where cattle is displayed in the traditional manner. The first animal to cross the river will be those of the custodians of the shrine. This is followed by the demonstration of a mock lion hunt and pelican fishing. The occasion is marked with traditional songs in honor and praise of the Shimunenga. Ancestral spirits. Celebrations carry on in village with pit stops for a traditional. So we have that one, and then we are also saying these are the pictures where we can see the cattle is moved, and here now they showcase their animals as a sign of wealth. Then we have Mutomboko ceremony of the Lunda people in Luapula province. This one, led by Chief Mwata Kazembe. The Mutomboko ceremony signifies the migration of the Lunda and the conquering of the Luapula Valley. The ceremony takes place annually on the last Saturday of July. Originally, the Mutomboko ceremony was performed by dancing and drinking beer after a battle with an enemy. But as time went by and wars became obsolete, it became a distant memory. In 1991, to mark the 10th anniversary of the installment of Chief Mwata Kazembe, Mwata Kazembe 7, Po Kanyembo Lutava, the ceremony became an official event. So this is the Chief Mwata Kazembe. We can see they are dancing there and is in his royal gear. Ukusefya Pangwena of the Bemba people in Northern Province. This is another wonderful traditional ceremony. We are saying held under Paramount Chief Chitumukulu. This ceremony takes place annually in August with lots of dancing and singing. Different groups of people are invited to the stage to dance and sing for the crowd. Then a group of people presenting the Ngoni tribe come onto the stage and perform a traditional dance. Festivities are characterized by singing various genres of traditional Bemba songs. prayers and speeches by the chief and invited guests. So there we can see they are dancing the traditional songs. Girls are dancing and drums are being beaten behind these girls. And then we see now the chief Chitimukulu moving on the crocodile. This is what it symbolizes, the Ukusefia Pangwena. When the chief is able to move on the, or maybe is seated on the back of crocodile. Ukusefia Pangwena, Ingwena, that is a crocodile. Ingwena is crocodile. So Kwabule Ingwena, that means there is no Ukusefia Pangwena. There is Ukusefia Pangwena. The chief is seated there and then is moved by the people, his royal warriors. Then we have the Likumbiriamize, traditional ceremony of Luvale speaking people of Northwestern. So this one, every year in the month of August, Zambezi district of Northwestern province of Zambia becomes a hive of activities as Luvale speaking people from all corners of Zambia converge and celebrate the Likumbiriamize traditional ceremony. The main attraction of the Likumbiriamize ceremony is the Makishi masquerades. Makishi masquerade. This is a masquerade. Makishi masquerade. Okay? So the Makishi masquerades are linked to the Mukanda and initiation ceremony that recruits and trains boys for about 6 months to a year, where they undergo several rites of passage into manhood. This involves learning certain survival skills. They learn survival skills, hunting. They also learn about women, how to be a good husband, and the fatherhood. The Mukanda climaxes into the circumcision. The Mukanda ceremony climaxes into circumcision of initiates. This symbolizes the passage into adulthood. So whoever passes through the Mukanda ceremony symbolizes the passage into adulthood. The Luvale speaking people consider circumcised men as dirty and unhygienic. The Likumbiriamize ceremony has been kept original for the proper transition of culture from one generation to the other for over 60 years now. Okay, so we have learned a lot from there. So let's look at the pictures. We have these are the pictures of the Makishi masquerade. Makishi masquerade. These are the dancers. Without these people, then Luvale cannot practice their Likumbiriamize properly, because this dance is very, very important to them. They showcase their dance and people enjoy themselves. Okay, so we need to understand that these traditional ceremonies, they are performed and they show a lot of traditions which are passed from one generation to another. So ending our activity, let's look at ending our lesson. Let's look at this activity. We are going to state 3 traditional ceremonies found in Zambia. You're going to state 3 traditional ceremonies found in Zambia. And then you are going also to describe, or maybe we are saying, which ceremony is performed by the following tribes. So here there is a list of tribes here. On A we have Luvale. They perform which traditional ceremony? You are going to write. Then we have the Lozi. They perform which ceremony? Ngoni, which ceremony do they perform? Bemba, which traditional ceremony do they perform? Thank you so very much for watching. I, your teacher,